Hey guys, people of Coolest Gamers, just wanting to give a kind of quick PSA announcement thing here before you watch our Walking Dead reaction to the first episode of Season 7. If you watch that reaction wondering, man, why is this Covenanter not here anymore? It's because shortly after my guests left, I spilled iced tea over it. If you're wondering why I'm making this PSA thing in general, it's basically because there could be spoilerish talk or kind of after effects I put in the beginning of this part before we actually get to the reaction. So I just wanted to let everyone know that don't go into the beginning, thinking there's going to be no spoilers and then stop right before the reaction. Put us in your watch for later. Anyone who's watched me before, me or Dylan, thank you for your support. Any newcomers, thanks for watching along. Hope you enjoy. But just letting you know that as you go into the video, even at the beginning, just expect that there could be something spoiler or to tip you off in some way. So please watch the episode before you watch the reaction. But that's pretty much it, guys. So without further ado, enjoy the video.
That would really...
Pete's like, I'm never talking to you guys again.
Well, you're recording now, so...
That was a maniacal Nick T laugh.
I miss Nick T, man. Just a recap on last season, and then we'll just go into it. Sound good? Alright, don't feel weird.
So, I'm supposed to have seen the last season.
Yes. Probably.
That's where I'm at right now. I've only seen season 2.
Oh, okay. So you ended when Shane died.
Shane? Shane's dead?
Who's Shane? Oh, I hate you guys so much. Hey guys, welcome back to Coolest Gamers. I'm Pete, and I'm kind of joined here this week by some other people. This is my friend DJ. This is Nick. I'll call him Calibro. I just feel like it. We're recapping here the new season here of The Walking Dead, which is what? Season 7, Episode 1. What is this episode called would be a great question. I think
Last Day on Earth.
No, I think it was. I think it was called like something like the day you won't when you won't be or something like that. Yeah, the day will come when you won't be, which actually is a really cool reference back to the end of season 1. If you guys remember, when Jenner was the doctor that he said there will be a day you come when you won't be that I saved you. So that's kind of a nice turnaround that now when Rick is fucked over here by Negan, that's a really cool thing. I enjoy that. So guys, recapping last season, do you remember anything? What do you think of it? Who's gonna die? A lot of things going in here.
It's Abraham's done.
Yeah, I think it's Abraham too.
Right
I think he's dead.
I think it's Abraham, but I also think it could be Sasha, and that could develop the story for Abraham.
Is there any chance at all it's actually Glenn like the comic book?
No.
I doubt it.
I highly doubt it.
Glenn has avoided death like 17 times, so it's
that was one of my complaints of last season, so
Yeah.
I definitely don't want that. I like the wolves last season. I thought was cool. Introducing Jesus in the hilltop.
I
really
love
liked.
Jesus.
That
character.
Glenn bullshit death thing as well with Daryl.
So stupid.
Not so much. I also hated Dwight, but maybe for a good reason, just because he's an asshole.
Yeah.
I feel like his character was written to be hated.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think that's true. We're gonna get more backstory with him of how he got his face burnt from that time we didn't see him.
True.
We'll definitely see that. We lost a lot of people. Carl lost his eye.
Nice.
I was so happy they put that in.
Yeah, that
because
was awesome.
I've read some of the comic books.
I've
I've read
a
up
Walking
to
Dead reader.
96, I think, and I was so surprised when they put Carl's eye in. I was ecstatic.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was like one of the first videos that I actually put it on the bottom here, and I freaked the fuck out.
It was great.
Yeah, it was absolutely hilarious here. So
I think one of my favorite episodes came from last season too. The raid of.
Good.
I thought that raid was probably a top 3 episodes.
And they put the trailer's theme music at the end of it.
Yep.
Oh my god, that was such a fucking good episode.
And just Glenn preserving that guy's humanity.
Yeah.
His name, the guy with the.
I forget his name. Heath.
Yeah.
That was
preserving
awesome.
his humanity.
He ended up killing people anyway, like 5 minutes later.
But still,
that was cool.
They didn't have to see him.
Alright, big thing of last season. What did you think about kind of, as the internet has called her, Sad Carol? That she's kind of not become the badass she was earlier in season 6, and now that's what people call her. And now she's kind of really struggling with killing. Did you like that? Do you think it's, good writing?
I've never been a fan of Carol to start with.
Really?
I've
she's my phone background. That's her
I've never been a fan of Carol at all.
Damn.
I I'm probably biased because the way she is in the comic book, she's a bitch.
Yeah, but she's so badass in the show.
I will give that. She was badass for a season and a half.
Yeah.
But again, she just went to that, you know,
I feel like she's
depressing Carol.
She's like all over the place.
Yeah,
like
she
she's had
definitely-
other times where she was like, you know, the happy, like almost like a mother figure of the group.
She was dating that guy.
Yeah, then she goes insane and she's like killer badass Carol, like will do whatever it takes to be alive.
And then she bakes cookies and threatens a kid's life.
Yeah.
And then kills wolves.
Yeah.
All before they're done cooking.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a woman you want. You want to lock that woman up. That's in my opinion. So, final things. You're saying Abraham, I'm saying Abraham. What are you
I'm
saying?
gonna say Abraham, but I think the wild card could be like Sasha.
Okay, are we going to cry during this episode? I hope not. That's what
I
I'm
hope
saying.
so.
Alright.
I would love to cry.
Without further ado, guys,
I'm
here's
not
a
due for a
recap.
good cry.
Oh my god. And here we go.
I wish I had a bat.
I know! If we had that Meet Lucille bat, why didn't we get that? Why? How did you get that?
Listen, AMC. Listen here.
I want a
Clueless
bat.
Gamers.
Wants a
Biggest
bat.
fan of The Walking Dead.
Okay, want a bat. Okay? I'm bringing in some serious revenue with my 200 views video. Okay?
I'm gonna kill you.
Who is to the left of Rick?
Rick, why would you say that? That would be a twist. What if he kills a second person, man?
This is where Rick loses his hand.
Oh god.
Calling it.
Whoa, what if
Calling
it actually
it.
happens? It's too disfigured. God damn it, Walking Dead!
Can't even see any hair.
Is it just me, or does Negan's beard look a lot more trim than it did in the finale?
No, it definitely does.
Like that's
It
just
definitely
that's not
does.
like a huge thing. It's like all right, we can see that you shaved.
Is to stand up, grab that axe, and drive it through the back of my head.
Oh, we daring him. Ooh.
Oh, he's going for it.
Ooh. You thought it was gonna be that easy, Rick? Come on, man.
You always got to expect the assault rifle in the lap of the driver.
Well, look at that. Dawn is breaking. It's a brand new day, Rick.
He just knows how to tell him, man. Yeah, and then, we're probably going to get who's dead through Rick's head. It's going to be the flashback of him remembering every shot. That's how we're going to get it.
Negan is Rick, but more badass.
Yeah. And less of a moral compass.
Yeah.
He's Rick's kryptonite.
Rick has never been this subservient to anyone. This has got to be an interesting
Not since
role.
Lori. On their wedding day.
True. Or just in their whole life. It's got to be someone major.
Abraham? I don't know. I'm going true Walking Dead fashion and
It's Aaron.
I'd be so.
Aaron.
I would be livid if it was Aaron.
I
would be
it's just
so
so
mad.
fitting that they showed his face at that second. It's got to be Abraham.
His story arc's done. It's
Yeah.
gotta be.
And he was supposed to die when Denise died,
Yep.
so it just makes sense.
Yeah.
But also, Maggie is sick and pregnant. That would be some kind of emotional impact. If they
That
killed
would-
her.
But if it was Glenn, Maggie would go into
Dark.
Yeah, but that would be great though. Like either one of them dying, the other one loses it. That'd be awesome.
Think about what happened.
Not talking.
Yeah, but
That was
that
a-
seemed like some kind of thing he was remembering because he said Rick in there, and like you think you could just instead of like sit around and just have Sunday dinner. So that seemed like he was remembering something that we haven't seen on screen. So that was a cool connection though of like. The guy that they tried to save is just hanging right there, like reaching for him, and
Well,
he can't do anything.
I think that's more. You could look at it that way, or that zombie's a metaphor for Rick, and it's helpless.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's reaching
That's
out.
a really see. I wouldn't have thought of that. So that's actually a great point. I like that.
That's how I saw that.
That's definitely a good point.
Alright, that's
Yeah. So Sasha was next to him on the left.
So all of them are safe.
So they're safe. That side.
I can
is
spot
safe.
more than one person.
This side was Maggie was next to him, and then
Maggie and
Abraham.
Abraham.
So I think those two are the most likely.
There's no way it's Glenn from
Now
all
he's
the way
all the way
far
over
away.
there. That would be some blood
I
splatter.
don't think it's Rose either.
It was right down the middle.
It's this.
Alright, hold
It's this person.
It was also from the camera angle down from the trailer.
True.
It was directly straight down.
Yeah.
Abraham's pretty close to directly down the middle.
Alright, so he didn't stay in line, he just picked it, whoever he wanted. That's cheating. Oh, you cop teases again.
Who's going last? It's gotta be Abraham. Oh?
They showed everyone.
Yeah, maybe
They're showing
Yeah, they're
everyone.
showing everyone. Walking Dead, come on. knew it. It's Abraham, right?
Anybody says anything, cut the boy's other eye.
Show us.
Feed it to his father. And then we'll start. You can breathe.
Yeah. Alright, so we were right.
Yep.
We were good.
You can cry.
My dad went to high school with
Gonna miss you.
Abraham.
That's awesome. Gonna miss you, Michael Cutlets.
I'm gonna be doing that.
Oh!
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, see, he's the one who can take it, champ. Yep.
True Abraham
Good
fashion.
going out, Abraham.
That's how. If you're gonna go down,
That's how you go
gotta
out. Yeah, because this hits Eugene, Rosita, and Sasha.
Yep.
3.
And I mean, every person is Rick's person, so it hits him.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
I'm glad they showed it though, aren't
Oh
you?
my
He's
god.
not even hitting anything at that point.
No, there's just nothing left.
Were you
No.
together?
Damn, he connects the dots so well, man.
That sucks. Lord, you should know. So take
He's a true redhead now.
a damn look.
Well, I think it's also because Abraham was perceived as a threat. He's the one that stood up to him when he was giving that speech.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah, Daryl.
Oh, Daryl trying something. Dude, what if he kills him too? Yeah, I think he might hurt someone else, man.
Now, I don't know what kind of lying assholes you've been dealing with, but I'm a man of my word.
I believe it.
First impressions are important.
Is there an interview for the Saviors?
I need you to know me.
He's trying to sweet talk.
So,
No, I think he's gonna do it again.
back to it.
Yep. Oh shit! Holy shit! Whoa!
No
What
way.
the fuck?
No
Holy
fucking way!
shit! They really did it! Oh, there's a comic book shot.
Yep.
Holy fuck, Daryl! You fucked up, man. Holy shit! They fucking did it, man. They killed.
Still there? I don't know. It seems like you're trying to speak, but you just took a hell of a hit. I just popped your skull so hard, your eyeball just popped out.
Damn it.
It hit as gross as shit.
Damn it, Negan.
Oh yeah, I love you.
Yeah. Isn't that what he said at the end too?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is comic book 100. Jesus Christ.
So what else you got?
Hell,
No more, please.
I can see this is hard on you guys.
He's such a
I
prick.
am sorry. I truly am.
You
Put
gotta
him
finish him
out
off.
of his misery, man.
No exceptions.
That's a home run.
There's no time for jokes. Okay.
I'm sorry.
And that's on Daryl. Okay?
Daryl's
So
going
Daryl,
to
that's
go
gonna
place.
stick with him because that's on him. That person would not have died if he didn't punch Negan.
Alright, so we have Sasha, Rosita, Eugene all going to dark places.
And Maggie and
We have
Daryl.
Maggie and Daryl. Rick's always in a dark
Yeah,
place.
because he's a leader.
Watch out, pussies.
So that's why they made us wait, because they killed 2 people.
Yep.
They upped the ante. That's what they did.
Wow, bravo.
Well, I'll give it to them. They had the balls to do that. Bravo, AMC. Bravo.
His eye.
Wow,
Oh,
he's still
yeah, his
twitching.
eye. His eye was
He's still twitching.
Oh, look at this shit hanging from the bat.
He's got like brains on his back.
Oh.
Great job on the special effects department.
Oh.
God.
That made me queasy.
Dude, I can't believe that might be the most shocking I've ever been in a TV show. I can't believe he killed 2 people.
I'm at a loss for words.
Oh my God, I just need to walk around.
What?
Dude, they did it. Like they really did it. Like they really did it. They not only killed Glenn, which we didn't predict. We said, it's pretty much no way. They killed Abraham first. They killed 2 people.
They made us think we were right.
Dude, I don't think I've ever been more shocked in a TV show in my life. I don't think that's a stretch to say that. No, I really Like, if they killed Glenn at first, I would have been like, oh, that's shocking, but we knew someone was gonna die. But for 2 people to die, that is crazy.
That swing came out of nowhere.
I'm having trouble thinking of words to say.
As soon as he said that you thought, yo, you've been dealing with liars, I knew he was gonna hold up his word. I knew he was gonna do it.
Yeah.
But I just didn't think it would be Glenn. I honestly thought at first it would be Sasha because she, you know, was going out with him, or Rosita right there. God damn, Walking Dead.
That special effects was insane.
That was amazing.
That literally made me like queasy.
Yeah.
Like I was sitting here and I was like my stomach is turning.
I don't even know what to say.
Just that shot of Glenn with the blood
and the matter hanging off the bat. That was crazy.
And just this hole in his skull.
And then when he went down, he's still twitching by the hand.
And you can see the eye in the pile of good.
I can't believe they did that.
Wow.
What is he trying to do? Because that could snap.
Well,
it's a decaying body.
The chain's not gonna snap. The guy's neck is gonna
and
snap.
they're all down here. What was he planning on doing?
Oh God! Oh God!
Yo, imagine we lose Rick.
Oh God!
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know, dude.
I think Walking Dead decided they're over. It's a one.
No,
one
it got
episode.
renewed for season 8. Oh, so Negan's gonna save him?
Negan saves him.
Like, kind of like, I'm the one that protects you. I own you.
Yeah.
Like, he's driving that point home. Just the fact that they gave us all the visions of what if I killed all of them is just horrifying.
We're watching him kill everyone.
Yeah, even though it's not actually what happened, it's still terrifying to watch.
But you're still looking at me the same damn way.
That he wants to kill him.
Like I shit in your scrambled eggs, and that's not gonna work. Level with their noses, so you have to fire. It'll be a real mess.
He's the best. Yeah, he's gonna do it. He's gonna cut off his goddamn arm.
What the Simon.
Rick is supposed to lose the hand. Not Carl. Carl already lost an eye.
And
Carl's been shot twice.
He just, oh God. God damn it, Trevor.
He's gonna make Rick cut it off.
Yeah.
That's why he needs the hatchet.
What the Yo, Negan is lost it.
Negan never had it.
Negan needs to meet his comic book counterpart. He's a little more sane. Why can't we just kill Eugene? Why do we gotta do this?
Just take Aaron out, man. No fucking way.
Yeah, he has to. What? He doesn't have a choice.
Oh my God.
We love you, Carl. And he told him to do it.
Please grab the axe as he's on a backswing and go, holy shit, you were about to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
even the dead guys on the ground, hell, they get the Spirit Award for sure.
Such a prick.
Was a productive damn day.
From whose perspective?
Load him up.
Yeah, they're gonna do something special with Daryl.
Oh no!
Because he not only punched Negan, but Dwight hates him in general.
He's got guts. Not a little bitch like someone I know. He's mine now. There. Wow. That actually sounds right.
Wow, that's how you walk off like a boss. Look, 2 dead people. They just took Daryl basically as a bargaining chip to make sure they keep doing what they're doing. They just eliminated 3 major members of the group. Like that.
They eliminated the 3 strongest people in the group
Outside of the
Rick.
group. Wow. Now, I mean, obviously you'll see by the reaction, I thought he was going to cut off his fucking arm. I mean, I thought
I thought that, or like he was gonna be like, you know what? I have a better idea, and like, Carl, cut off his arm. Like, he could just toy with something like that.
I don't think this is gonna be like a 1 episode thing where it's like, oh, Negan did this crazy thing I couldn't expect. I think we're gonna have to expect this all the time.
Oh yeah,
and Negan could just get pissed off at some point and kill someone.
I think the thing is, if they don't, fans are going to get pissed if they don't, if they make Negan mellow out.
Yeah.
Because he's had such an entrance at this point.
Because like with the governor, I liked him, but they definitely went up and down. He wasn't as good as the comic book.
Yeah.
So like I think with Negan, you don't have to stay like level 11 every episode, but you need to stay, you know, like pretty good.
Yeah,
you need to fear him.
Yeah, exactly. You need to have him as a power figure over the group. Yeah, but it's definitely up there.
Put it this way.
The season 2 finale, The Raid of the Farm.
Yeah,
I loved that
great
episode. The Raid last season.
Yeah, great.
Loved that episode. The governor destroying the prison.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's a great episode.
There was one. Oh, I like
That's
the opening of season 5 when Carol blows up Terminus. That's an awesome episode.
That's a good episode. Mid-season intro from last year where Carl gets shot.
Right, crazy.
That's
good
a great
episode. Yeah, it's up there. Put it this way. I'm still pissed off.
The Sophia reveal. Mid-season finale, season 2. That's
I'm
another
still
great
pissed off that
episode.
they did the cliffhanger, but now I get it. Now I get why.
Yeah,
I get it now.
You're now gonna make Daryl eat away at himself, but I'm sure we won't see much of Daryl this season. To be honest.
Yeah, maybe they did that because of his show. You think? Is that why he couldn't film as much? Maybe
It might be, yeah.
So that's why they made him be the one. I mean, it fits with his character. He would be the one that punched him.
You said Aaron was a tracker also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the role of the tracker, like person that.
Yeah, but still, Daryl. We've been with him a lot longer.
It's obviously it's not Daryl. Daryl's like.
Yeah, I wonder what they're gonna do with that. That's I definitely think gonna be an interesting thing. Is that guy taking pictures? What the fuck? Oh, remember they had in the compound they had pictures.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that's how
pictures
they get
of the deaths.
Just it's not only a trophy for them, it's to show other people like this is what we do.
Yeah.
And so everyone's on board with Negan. That's a great shot. So this is how they would imagine it.
Yep.
Wow, look at the kid.
Oh, that's a cute kid.
You wish it was like that. God, and think about it, not only Tara and Heath are out on a run, the whole Alexandria crew has no idea what happened.
No.
Okay?
No clue.
What's happening, and we have to succumb to them.
And look at that.
Yeah.
That scene right there, he normally would have killed that walker. Now it's like he only does what Negan says, so he doesn't do it now.
This episode, man.
Alright guys, so that was our reaction there to Season 7, Episode 1 of The Walking Dead. There will be like a day you come when you won't be, something like that. Yeah, I don't know how we really want to start this. I'll just give props to AMC that you've not only had the balls to kill 2 main characters, especially in Glenn, after all that bullshit we talked about last season, but you had the balls to have that cliffhanger just so you could have this opening, and bravo.
I give them balls for actually showing the death scenes
and the special effects and just how broken Rick was and the group was. It's a great job. It's a great job. If I had main points of this episode, I mean, I guess we start one with 2 deaths, Glenn and Abraham, I would say. And I think pretty much the only other major point of this episode is how broken the group is. I would say those are our 2 main points of this episode.
They're finally in a seat where they're not in power anymore.
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's
in a terrifying way.
Yeah, and it's just they're not used to a position like that.
No, especially
they're used to always being in power and in control of every possible situation.
Yeah, I like the line that Negan gave where he was just like, "You probably got high off of it," saying to Rick, like how in control you were. All those moments of them in Terminus, he always believed it was going to work out, and he was going to kill, Gareth with the axe and everything. Yeah. This is a situation where it's setting in now. I have no chance. I am nobody. I am just work for Negan, and that's all I do.
There's no sign of anybody in Negan's group. Like, there's not a single sign of hope that they might be like, hey, he did this to us too. We should band together against him. Yeah. There's at least at this point, obviously, there is not a single person, like not even someone who like quivered at the fact that they were beating the guy's heads off.
Nobody.
They were all
because they've seen it before, probably.
Yeah, they're all just sitting there like, oh yeah, this is normal. Let me take a picture of it.
Yeah. Put this one up on the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, and it seems like they're not only they're probably scared of him, but they enjoy it. They like it. They're used to this lifestyle.
This point,
they just like it.
That's their Sunday
entertainment.
entertainment.
That is terrifying. See, I know they can't, but if I was Rick, I would gather everyone up I could. I'd drive as far south back to Georgia as I could.
Oh, yeah. No,
Like,
absolutely.
instantaneous. I know there's probably roadblocks and shit. I'd be just barreling out of there.
I just would go as far away as possible.
Yeah.
West, south.
As far, go back
North.
home. Go back to Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I think after seeing, this is just something that popped in my head, is after we saw at the end of last season Morgan finally kill someone, I think he's going to have to wake up and start killing a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because you listen to Negan, if Negan says kill someone, you better do it. And we can't lose someone like Morgan too. So, I don't know how the group progresses at this point. How do they get over 2 deaths of 2 of their main people?
And they're missing one now with Daryl.
And Daryl gone too. Like, that's 3 main people.
Yeah, it's 3
and
people
directly affected Eugene, Sasha, Rosita, and Maggie.
Yep.
Okay? Not everyone's affected. Rick, obviously, mainly affected. He's the leader. But you affected those hugely 4 people. Okay? You've seen how even Maggie reacted to when Daryl was getting taken away. Like, these people are family to each other.
Yep.
Negan just blew that up. They blew that up.
When Maggie wanted to take Glenn herself, Rick looked at her and said, no. We're
so
all
did they
family.
take the bodies with them into the RV?
They'll bury them and give them.
That's awkward. Oh God.
Well, yeah, that's. And even like Carl, like he brought Carl to the point where
I thought he was gonna
he
cut
thought
his
his arm was cut off.
Yeah, and he's gonna make Rick.
Carl had accepted the fact.
He's like, Dad, do it. Just cut my arm off. Like, look, I don't have an eye anyway. Might as well not have an arm.
And if this gets our group out of this.
Yep.
Wow. Insane. I would have never predicted 2 deaths in a million years.
No.
We said it was a.
Didn't we say it in the beginning though?
Yeah.
We said, bold prediction, 2 deaths.
Yeah,
we did say that.
And we all said pretty much Abraham. You thought maybe it could a little be Sasha.
If it wasn't Abraham.
Yeah, but we figured Abraham, right? And we all said, now it's pretty much not going to happen. They're going to kill Glenn. Well, they did both.
Yeah.
They did both.
Our confidence was high when they killed Abraham. We're
Yeah.
like, yeah, we got that right. And then he turns around, he's like,
Yeah,
see you, Glenn.
that's going to be a trip editing that.
They gave that comic book shot.
Yeah,
of Glenn
that was
with his
I
eye
appreciated
loose, the blood just pouring down his face, and just the broken skull
Just
of Glenn.
incredible how broken the group is. I like the whole journey of Rick just being taken to task by Negan in the fog with all those walkers. Get my axe. Get it. Like,
Some of the
he's a dog.
cinematics in this episode were absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
One of my favorite shots was just almost from just behind Rick when Negan first pulls him into the van. You've got the axe stuck into the table and Negan just sitting at the driver's seat.
You see his face in like the rear view mirror.
It is a beautifully shot.
I love the way they did the first person came last season. I didn't really like because I knew they were going to kill someone.
They did the weird James Bond blood at the end. It was strange.
When they did the Rick first person cam as we knew it was Rick,
as he's looking,
awesome.
Yeah,
that was awesome. A great way to see Abraham's death in that perspective. Loved it. There was so many great camera angles that I want to go back and watch in this episode.
This might be my favorite episode I've ever seen.
It's easily top 3. I think it could be my favorite episode just on the pure shock.
Yeah.
And I think even years from now, it's still going to hold up. I mean, that's
absolutely
incredible that they had the balls to do that. We always say, all the fans say, oh, they killed Daryl, we riot, right? But they killed 2 major characters and they took Daryl, okay?
Yeah.
I think that's setting people in their place. Like, we'll do whatever we want. We'll kind of Game of Thrones this, okay?
Yeah.
And we'll do whatever we want.
And literally Game of Thrones, and nobody's
safe.
I think this episode in particular, if you're gonna go back and watch this, say like after the show is over, I feel like it had sort of hit a slow point in seasons 4, 5.
Yeah, definitely.
6 had kind of resurged. All of a sudden, if you watch this episode, I'm all game to watch.
You're back into Walking Dead.
I am back. This is back to its roots.
Yeah.
Blood, gore, let's kill people.
Yeah. It's,
there's a real threat now.
And this is
because there's been just, the zombies aren't a threat anymore. They were a threat in seasons 1 and 2.
They're
not a threat anymore.
The
people at this point weren't really a threat to them. Yeah, they were a threat.
They're a tactical group at this point.
To maybe kill off one of these new people that they come across, like Chris from Everybody Hates Chris, you know? or a weaker member of the group.
Yeah.
But now this is a legitimate threat,
Yeah.
and they've killed.
And main characters
two
are at
people.
risk.
Yeah.
They're at risk.
They've now killed off a
Yeah.
main character who's been in the show since episode 1.
Yeah.
It is the second or third character we see
Yeah.
in the show. Glenn,
Yeah, that's true.
is the
So
third.
who's left
behind
in
Rick
season
and
one?
Shane?
It's Rick is left in
Rick,
season 1, Carl, and
Daryl.
Daryl.
Daryl. Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
it.
That's
Jesus.
it.
Yeah, right, because we're not missing anyone in Alexandria. I mean, if we count Morgan.
But technically, yeah,
If we count Morgan,
Morgan's
even
still-
though he hasn't been there for many seasons.
Yeah.
And Carol. We still have Carol.
Yeah, Carol.
I think that's it, right? Because we didn't have Maggie in season 1.
No,
No
Maggie in season
Michonne.
two. No.
No, obviously Aaron.
Michonne came in the end of season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, when she looked like she was going to be a villain or
Yeah.
something.
No.
When she saved
No Sasha.
Andrea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's literally those characters are the only ones left
Yeah,
from season 1. That's it.
I still think that, like, in the next either episode or 2, Rick trying to get the group of people that were there to explain to the people that weren't there
Yeah.
what is about to happen to them.
Yeah. and-
How do you portray that message the way they just
So you
saw it?
think next episode we pick up right in Alexandria? You don't think we're gonna get like a cut to like what Tara and Heath are doing? Like you think we're gonna go right
No, I
into
think for the next
Well,
couple, because it could be...
Because I want the next episode. I want to pick up with this. You
Yeah.
got to ride this
Yep.
momentum right now.
Yo, yeah.
Pick up with this, and then episodes 3 or 4, you could do other side stories of Carol and
I
Morgan.
mean, you can have bits and pieces of both even.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can be like, well, while this was going on, like a lot of times they do it, where like this episode, all this stuff happens. The next episode is going to be the other group of people, and it's going to be the same
Well, I'm glad
time.
they just focus in this episode. It was just this.
Like it'll be the
I'm
same
glad they did
time
that.
as like what
Yeah.
this episode was, and then it'll bring
They
them
could.
together. You know.
Wow,
I think they might arrive in Alexandria at the end of the next episode, and then it's like it's
Yeah.
going to bring you to all right, episode 3 of the season. What are they going to say?
Yeah.
How are they going to put this in words?
I think Negan's sticking around for at least this whole season.
I think Negan will be
Rick-
next 2 seasons.
Yeah, I think they better because with the governor, like I said, it went up and down.
I think Governor lasted too long.
Right.
The whole when he was in that whole half the season of season 4,
Yeah.
it was way.
And
he should
not
have
only
been done
that,
in
they
season
weren't
3.
giving him meaningful stories.
Exactly.
That was the thing, because he's such a great character in the comic books. Those are actually comic books I've read. And it just, I liked David Morrissey's performance, but it wasn't the same.
Exactly. It was a different.
And like, I always felt, yeah, they're adversaries and the governor's crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't fear him, like, safety for the group. I fear Negan.
Oh,
Okay, they got that. They portrayed that perfectly to the audience. I feel for our characters that we all should be afraid.
Yeah.
Okay, that is terrifying. God.
Do you see Rick kind of losing leadership of the group and see Jesus take over as the leader of the group? Or do you see him kind of back Rick and get Rick back into his leadership?
I think that's more. It's more likely that someone is going to put into the back of Rick's mind, "You're Rick Grimes. You can take him out. You can do whatever you want to do, and everyone here, no matter how broken down they might be, they always have your back." Like you have this group of like however many people they have now at this point, and
less than 3 now.
like
There's 3,000 now.
like infiltrating from the inside is going to be like the only way with help of.
They're gonna
Jesus.
need Hilltop, and they're gonna
Yeah.
need this kingdom that we see in the trailer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
that's how it goes in the comics. I think there's something called like All Out War or something.
Yep.
It's called. It's gonna be something like that. But for now, leadership-wise, I don't think there's any word. That word should not be associated with any character but Negan. He is the leadership.
Oh, yeah.
And if anyone is not leadership besides him, it's his lieutenants, like Stephen Ogg or someone else.
Yeah.
Rick has no power, zero whatsoever. None of them have power, and I don't see Jesus taking over per se, but I think we're going to see kind of what we saw in the
He's
prison,
gonna
where
hold
Rick
helping
stepped
hand.
back
Yeah.
and he was kind of farming, and a council came. I think Rick is going to be afraid when there's an opportunity to lead because look what I caused. Look what I did. This is on me.
Yeah.
And even though Daryl punched Negan, I led you here. This is my fault.
Yeah.
I said to raid the Savior's compound. I was the one that said we got to go kill these people because I didn't realize how big they were.
Because
and I fucked up.
They wanted to tactically take them down the
Right.
way they did with the governor, like raiding, in the dark and the shadows coming through.
Exactly.
There's no shadows.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, the people in the governors, they weren't built to fight.
Right.
He
Most
had,
of them,
he had,
yeah.
he had some people who were built to fight, but
Yeah.
for the majority, those people came in and they were just living
they
normal
didn't know how
lives.
it should have gone.
Where I feel like everyone in Negan's group knows how to use a weapon, and they have no fear in using a
I
weapon.
think every single person in the group, like in the background shots, every single person in the group had a weapon in their hand.
Yeah.
Every single one.
If
It was
not a
chainsaw,
gun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a chainsaw, a gun, an axe, anything.
I mean,
Yep.
that's not even the full complement of people. We don't know where they live, right? If it's a town or
Yep.
they just roam. But he said a doctor they have back somewhere.
Yep.
Okay, so you assume they have doctors, people that clean clothes and make food. So they have those
they were
type
all
of people
well dressed.
on top of, what, 100, 200 plus soldiers of fully capable people.
Yeah.
Like they communicate through radio. They are all over the place.
Yeah, figure we saw 50 people in the background of that scene there.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, you're not
And
leaving your
that
whole base
outnumbers
unattended.
Rick's group 5-1.
Yep,
Yeah.
it does. It's and now they got even smaller. I think this is a huge wake up call for the group, obviously, but I don't see where they go from here. Like, where do they get hope from? Where does that fighting spirit come back? Like, Maggie had it a little bit, but she was just talking crazy because Glenn just died.
Yeah.
You know, is she going to even be fine? Is the baby going to be fine? Like, that's a huge thing that we're worried about right now. We got that awesome shot, one of the best shots of the episode of just Rick's dream, basically.
Yeah.
Of all of them
Of
having
them
that,
sitting around
that
the
Sunday
table.
dinner. That will never happen, ever.
Mm-mm.
At least for many, many years.
Well, yeah, and it had everyone in it. Like,
Yeah.
Glenn was sitting there with
I mean, you
their
saw
baby.
Glenn, their kid. The kid
Yeah.
was 2 years old.
Yeah, Abraham's there and everyone. All those people are gone. Even Daryl's taken away right now.
Yep.
Those people are dead, and we're going to lose a lot more people. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not saying that we can't lose a Tara or a Heath or both of them, or something could happen to Daryl here. We could lose Maggie in childbirth. Like, we're not done losing main characters. this season.
not at all.
And that's, I think, the most terrifying part. One person speaks up against Negan, we see what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, we just need someone to have a bad day. They rolled out of bed the wrong way. They're sick of Negan shit. They give them attitude. They're dead. Like, that's
Or
all
someone
it
else.
takes. Wow. The other thing I would say is special effects shout out to the makeup department, the effects
That
department.
was
Excellent.
incredible.
With the whole scene
Excellent.
of him beating the two people, the shit on the bat, all the other stuff. The walker with the neck getting stretched
Yep.
out.
That was cool. That was
Rick
cool.
ripping the guts out of the neck of that one guy. That was
Yep.
gross.
Yeah, that was wild.
Awesome shots. I definitely give a shout out there. Do you guys have any other final thoughts or favorite shots you want to say before we wrap this up?
I'm just excited for this
Yeah,
season.
they-
This
I was in,
set
but
the
now
bar
I'm
high.
even more in.
Yeah, this set the bar high.
I like when Rick's laying on top of the RV and he's just laying there, and you hear Negan's voice, and like even
Yeah.
if you're watching, you're like, who's talking? Like, is that Negan?
Yeah.
It's as if Negan is in his head now.
That's a good
He's
point.
literally in his
Yeah,
head. You don't
that's a
have
good
to
point.
see him to like listen to his commands to know that's who I'm working for. And like,
Yeah.
I think like that's when you realize, yeah, shit's going wild. Because like Rick's last hope was, I'm jumping on this hanging
Yeah.
walker. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, but
And
I'm
he
jumping
still
on
thought
it.
at that point that he could kill Negan. He was daring him, and
Yeah.
he thought he could do it.
Yeah.
He
And
couldn't.
then he just realized, I think he just, at that point, he's like, all right. Like,
Yeah. And I also just thought that one shot that at least, it probably happened many times, but I remember when he's laying on that top of RV with all the walkers
Yeah.
on, that's a shot when Bob has when we first
Yes.
meet him.
Yep.
Yep.
Bob has that exact same shot where he's basically given up on life.
Yeah.
And that's a nice callback there. And like I said, the title of this episode is so perfect.
Yep.
What
Yeah.
a callback to season 1, which we don't address a lot because it had a whole thing with Frank Darabont leaving the show
Yeah,
and everything.
yep.
It's nice that they addressed that, yeah, Rick's gotten to the point where now he's thinking maybe I should have died in that CDC explosion.
Yeah.
Like maybe this wasn't
Yeah.
worth it. Look what I just caused for all these people.
Yeah. I mean, one of my favorite scenes I pointed out back when
Yeah.
Rick was on top of the van, just looking at that walker hanging.
Yeah.
Just that metaphor of the walker being helpless
Yeah.
as a metaphor for
reaching
Rick.
out for help, like,
Yep. That
someone,
walker's
anyone. like-
exactly. Reaching out for help. That's a complete metaphor for Rick in this
Oh,
episode.
definitely. And it's also just a case of, just story-wise, he was there a few hours ago. That guy was alive.
Yep.
He tried to save him. He gave that tough talk to, Stephen Ogg saying, like, oh, I was going to ask for your guns. You want to make this the last day on Earth? That was a few hours ago. You're
Yeah.
not that man anymore. You're
Yeah.
all different.
Yeah.
And I think you know who's boss.
Yeah.
So, final thing I would say is how long, when we look back at this, do you think Negan will last on the show?
I'd say at least until season 8.
Okay.
I give him through season 8.
I'm gonna say you can't. Obviously, you can't kill him off in like a mid-season finale. Like
Mhm.
that's just he's too. At least
He's
at
too
this
big.
point,
Yeah.
he is way too vital to everything that's about to happen for at least this season. So I would say like end of season 8.
Yeah.
Maybe the end of this season if it goes haywire over the next couple of episodes. But like 2 seasons at the least.
Yeah, it's not a comic book, a TV show. People can get bored with characters a lot quicker, I think.
Yeah.
So,
But he's a very likable character. He's
Definitely.
not a character that.
oh, we
people
laugh.
can
I
get
mean,
bored.
one of the 2 emotions we had in this was pure terror and we laughed. And
Yeah.
all of Negan's stuff.
Yep.
He's so charismatic.
Jeffrey D. Morgan is so great. He
He's-
just plays
he's
the character
incredible.
perfect. I would say a season and a half. I would say he dies in the mid-season
think?
finale, season 8,
'Cause-
because they did the
him a
same thing
governor
to the
thing?
governor.
That
And I think
was
that's
the that was the length I was thinking that
Yeah.
would be a good amount of time. But
If
I
they
mean,
went two full seasons, I'd be cool with that.
like I don't know.
I feel like he's a better character than the governor.
He is. He definitely is.
And I mean, nothing against the governor. or
No,
anything.
but
the
this
governor's
is-
a great
this is another
character,
level.
But he makes the governor
Yeah.
look like a saint.
Because we add the terrifying with the charismatic.
Exactly.
You kind of like you want to laugh when Negan says some
Exactly.
stuff. Like
yeah,
it's just
it's like with Negan, you're like, "Huh, that's funny. I'm also terrified of you." And with the governor, you're like, "I hate this guy." Like,
Exactly.
like it's you hate the character because of who he is.
exactly.
And with Negan, it's like, "I hate your guts. I hope you die." But at the same time, you're really fun.
And the
Like,
more popular the
You're a
character
great
is,
character to
yeah.
watch.
the more popular the character is, the longer they stay on the show.
the
He's
fans might have been
still
keeping Daryl alive.
Yeah.
Who knows how long?
he's
so.
still alive in the comic book, right? After people long thought he was dead. So I guess we'll have to see going forward. But overall, guys, that's our thoughts here on Walking Dead season 7, episode 1. The day will come when you won't be. Let us know what you thought in the comments below. Did you like the episode? Did you not like the episode? Any Easter eggs that we missed? What were your favorite moments or shots of the episode? Were you super shocked like we were that they killed 2 people? Kind of any tribute great moments you remember from Abraham and Glenn being on the show? And any other thoughts you have on the episode, let us know down below. Like the video, subscribe channel, share with your friends if you'd be so kind. And until next time, Walking Dead, which I'm terrified for, thanks for watching.